Let's hear a sample answer for speaking task number 3. In order to do this, we're going to use some official ETS material on the ETS website. You'll find in the links below a PDF for ETS's TOEFL Quick Prep Volume 3. You'll find in that PDF on page 18 a short text called Music Coming to Cafeterias. And you should have some headphones, a little picture of headphones, that you can click on for the listening on page 18. If that doesn't work, then you can follow the second link below, which brings you to the MP3 for that same listening. That's the conversation. Again, we are looking at Quick Prep Volume 3, page 18. The text is called Music Coming to Cafeterias, and you want the MP3 conversation that is related to that. That's track 9 from Volume 3. So pause this video now, find that, read and listen, then come back and hear the sample. Alright, let's get my notes. We're going to write notes in columns here. One for reading, one for listening. Remember, we're using Quick Prep from below. And here is my note structure. On your actual TOEFL, you won't be able to do it like this. You will have to write it yourself. Just create a line and know that reading is on the left and listening is on the right. You don't have to label it. It doesn't have to be so neat. My notes. Well, what was in the reading? We know that there's going to be music in the cafeteria. And why? Well, we have two important details there. Specifically, reasons for music in the cafeterias. The first reason is that it's relaxing. Students will relax and talk with their friends because music is fun and relaxing. And the second reason is that students listen to their MP3 players, and this professor wants them to stop doing that. Take out their headphones and start talking to each other. Now, what do you hear in the conversation, in the listening? You hear two things related to these 2 points. This listening is very short. It's actually shorter than what you will probably hear on your TOEFL by about 10 or 20 seconds shorter, possibly 30 seconds shorter. So it's pretty easy to hear these two details because there's only a little bit in the conversation. The first one is that the student in the listening, in the conversation, says that students need to study. Big surprise, right? They shouldn't talk with their friends. Lunchtime is study time. And secondly, they don't like classical music. These notes aren't great. I could make them shorter. Let's do that. Students study. And how about this? Instead of don't like class, of course they don't like class. Who likes class? Classical. I could just say no classical music. Alright. Now you have 30 seconds to review your notes and plan your answer before you start speaking, because you took these notes during the reading time, 45 seconds, and the listening time, about 1 minute, maybe almost 2 minutes. Now you're going to use those notes and think for 30 seconds. I've already done that, so I don't need any 30 seconds. I will simply give my answer, which will be 60 seconds long, starting now. In the announcement, the professor believes that if they start playing music in cafeterias, it will help the students to relax during mealtime and they'll start talking with their friends some more. But the student disagrees with that in the conversation. She says that other students don't really want to relax during lunch. They want to study. They need to cram before their exams just after lunch. And what's more, they don't actually like the classical music. The reading suggested that students would take out their headphones and start talking to each other during lunch if they had other music playing. But if students don't like that music, then they won't take out their headphones. They'll keep their headphones in and listen to their music. Okay, stop. Now, as often happens, I didn't quite finish. But you heard all the important details. You heard this: students need to study during lunch. You heard this: students don't like classical music. And I related them to the reading. Because I gave all of the important information, it's okay if I didn't quite finish. If it was a little different, if I only had this much information and I did not answer about the second part, then that would not be okay. But just losing a few words or one sentence is fine. All right, now you try it.